right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
Is this Tony?
I don't know what just happened, though. My voice just got all squirrely for a
I
second.
thought you were trying to change up your intro.
Right? I was getting a little shaggy do right there. So have you been following this whole Mike Tyson, Jake Paul thing?
I can't say that I have. My brother-in-law Phil tried to fill me in this weekend on Easter in regards to the whole thing. And he's telling me that the Paul brother wants to back out. Is that true?
No.
Because he's scared?
They, there's so much, like, if you're on Facebook or even on Insta, it's like every other post is about the fight. Like, they're so much shit about the two of them and the fight and what's coming up and clips of them working out and somebody's saying this or somebody thinks this or another professional boxer or MMA guy thinks this and said this to Jake Paul and blah blah blah. And so the big thing has been, is it a fight or is it an exhibition?
Well, I thought I read something maybe this morning or yesterday morning that it was an exhibition.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was actually interviewed and he came out and said, yes, it's an exhibition. He says, but look up the word exhibition. He says, it's just a showing of the fight. He said, once we get in there, it's a fight. Damn. So, and they're going to do 2-minute rounds instead of 3.
And that probably benefits both of them. Mike in regards to his age, and the kid is in regards to when
he's getting hit.
Yeah.
When he's getting ready to pass out on his feet.
Because how old is Mike?
Mike will be 58 when they fight.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's old, but you don't lose those cinder block hands.
Yeah, and you know what? If you watch him, the thing is, if you watch him work out and you watch him, hit the bags and all that stuff, he's fucking fast, bro.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah. It's like he hasn't missed a step. His hands are fast, bro. For being 58 years old, you're like, God damn. Like, you're like, oh, he's still fucking Iron Mike Tyson. Like, there's no getting around it. And when he hits the bag, they'll do side-by-sides, right? So they show a clip of Mike Tyson, and then they show a clip of Jake Paul hitting the bags, and the sound of the punch hitting the bag is so much different from each one of them. Like, Mike sounds like he's punching through it, and what's his name sounds like he's tapping it. Like, it's a total different sound. And but here's the thing, is that when you're hitting the bags or you're hitting the pads, ain't nobody hitting you back.
Right.
Ain't no hands coming back at you, so what? Everybody's got, like you said, everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the face.
How many rounds is it, do you know?
10. They don't.
Okay.
They don't do. I think the lighter weights go 12, but the big boys go 10. So it'll be interesting. There's no judges because it's an exhibition, so nobody will be scoring it. Only a winner will be declared if somebody gets knocked out, is what they're saying.
I remember back in the 90s when Tyson had a fight.
Okay, right.
Everybody was it the 80s? Yeah. No, it had to be the 90s.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Early 90s, because I remember.
Because Pac died in 94 or 96.
I don't know, but I remember having to fight at my house a couple of times. The first house my wife and I bought. And, I mean, you pay that $60, all your buddies come over.
And 3 seconds, it's over.
But the thing is, the anticipation for those 3 seconds, you knew it was going to be 3 seconds.
It was almost you bought it and paid just to see how fast they could do
it. Man. Yep. Every single time, too. Every time.
But what's funny is I've been watching the clips, right? And if you watch Like Tyson, Tyson punches up because he's short. Plus the style of boxing that he uses, the peekaboo style, he's punching upwards because he stays low, and he does that because he's fighting like most of the guys are bigger, right? So they're used to punching forward. Well, they can punch forward all they want. They're not going to hit Mike. They got to punch down. Well, Logan punches, or Jake Paul punches down.
Is he that tall?
Yeah,
I know his brother's tall.
He's tall, but he stands really wide. So, like, your feet are usually like, shoulder length apart. You're pretty square for the most part. But his the way he stands is almost like MMA, almost like Conor McGregor. They're long, so they cover more ground a little faster. But it also shows, and you could see the anticipation of the punch. He projects it a little bit more because he's long.
Mike Tyson, I mean, he doesn't, if I remember right, he's not the traditional boxer where he moves around. He's just walking towards you with his gloves underneath his chin.
Yeah.
And every punch that he throws is a knockout.
Yeah.
He's not trying to tap. He ain't trying to, disable you. He just wants to knock you out with every punch.
That's not true though, because if you look at the one thing that Tyson did is he always punched in the gut, twice in the gut, once in the head, and you're done. Two times in the head the most in his little punches, in his little groups, because the way he did it, he'd come up and he'd punch left in the gut, sweep to the right, hit you again, and up with the left or up with the right. And that's what Logan Paul or Jake's going to be so focused on his head because he wants to knock him out that Jake Paul's legs are going to go well before, because he's taking the power out of his punches, out of his stings. Because if you can't feel your legs, you can't stand strong. No matter how hard you swing, you're not going to have the strength in your hands that you could if you weren't getting hit in the belly or the rib or the liver or. It's a big difference.
I still say his brother should be the one fighting. His brother's the big, like I said, he fought Mayweather. He could fight, and he's big.
Well, the one thing is his brother said that he would send Tyson to meet his daughter. His daughter died a couple years ago. So Logan said, I'd send Mike Tyson to go meet his daughter. Go see his daughter again. Trying to get him fired up. I don't know if that's somebody you want to fire up though. Like, you know what I mean? You got the protection of an exhibition match and 16-ounce gloves, and a lot of people are they're wearing the 16-ounce gloves.
When is this fight?
July 22nd.
Oh, yeah, we're still a minute out.
So, have you ever boxed? Have you ever put gloves on or anything like that with anybody?
No. My brother has. I don't know if I told that story.
Oh, no.
He, not boxing for training.
Okay.
Not to box.
Right.
But for,
just to work out kind of thing.
Yeah, exercise. But he did get in the ring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he sparred.
How'd he do?
Not too good. I think he might have only done it once as far as getting in the ring. He prepped for a while, for time.
Right.
I mean, for, a good amount of time, the bag, the whole shebang. And then when it was time for him to actually go in the ring and see what it's all about.
Get it done.
Yeah, he went in there.
And got done?
Yeah. I mean, he'll admit it. He actually said, he got hit. And he did not fall he didn't fall on the floor. The floor came up and hit him in the back of the head. And he was like, deuces, I'm good, and never went back.
Yeah, it's a scary feeling. Knowing that somebody's standing in front of you and hits you and can make you see those little stars and birds, and your eyes just kind of.
Well, yeah,
starts to get darker.
I've gotten hit in the nose a couple of times, and yeah, you start seeing stars and everything's watery.
And you got to do everything you can just to get a little. Whoo, shit.
And there ain't no timeout, timeout, timeout.
Yeah, no, hell no. That motherfucker hit you harder. You start saying that shit. But it'll be an interesting fight, dude. Because if Tyson can get past Logan's hands, which now he's 58, so rocking Tyson's belt can't be as hard as it used to be when he was 19, 20. His neck isn't as thick, and he doesn't have the same ambition, although it seems like he's learned kind of how to turn it off and on. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the anger?
Yeah. Like he's learned how to kind of harness it and has it when he needs it.
But I just, because it's an exhibition, I just don't think he's going to call for it. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's just going to go out there and just
tap him up a little bit, hurt him. Maybe
Yeah.
just do a little damage, try not to. He said he liked the kid. And he said, oh, yeah, and everybody was fucking making fun of him because he called the kid beautiful. And I don't think he meant like his face or like I think he meant like he's a beautiful person because of the shit that he does and helps people out and does all that kind of shit or whatnot.
I'll be honest with you, I just haven't seen the kid anything on him in regards to boxing. Maybe I'll have a different thought in regards to how well the fight will go.
Well, he's done pretty good. He's got a few knockouts under him. The fight that went the longest was against the champion's brother, one of the Fury brothers. Which one of the Furies is he's a heavyweight champion out of England, I guess.
The only thing I know about the brother is when his brother was fighting Mayweather, and they were out in public before the fight, well before the fight, and talking trash to each other. This kid grabbed either
Tyson's or what's his name's hat,
Mayweather's,
right?
yeah, and he said, "Got your hat," and he took off running. That was the funniest shit I've seen in a long time. My daughter showed it to me, and we were dying laughing. I think he even got it tattooed because it was so popular. Everybody was saying it.
That's hilarious.
So, got your hat?
I got your hat. That's kind of ballsy, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, what do you do against something like that, you little asshole?
Right? Like, you can't beat him up. You can't really send your goons after him to hurt him, because what is he gonna do? He's gonna go cry and tell everybody, put it on his channel for his millions of fucking followers.
And with this being in regards to a fight coming up that everyone's gonna watch,
Right?
when was the last time there was really a fight? I mean, I understand boxing is it's on the downturn. I mean, MMA is more popular, but I mean, when's the last time there was an actual boxing match? I mean, who's even the champion right now?
3 years ago when Tyson fought. You know what? There was a little bit of there was an upturn when the guy from Blythe. Yeah, it was a guy from Blythe. It was a heavyweight or a light heavyweight. I can't remember his name, and he fought Joshua. Fuck, I can't. And he knocked him out. And everybody thought it was just a gimme fight. The kid from Blythe stepped in on 2 weeks' notice, bro, because the guy that he was gonna fight got hurt. So the guy from Blythe was like, I'll box him. So the guy came in, and I mean, he was shaped like me, bro.
Get out.
He was like a big. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, Tony.
I didn't mean it like that. My bad.
Fuck. This fool just punched me in the nuts every fucking week.
The look you get to.
So they're fighting, and Joshua knocks him down first, and he's like, "Whoa!" Like he had never been hit like that. Waited, almost hit the 8 count, stood back up, and came out and knocked him out. And everybody was fucking stunned.
So the kid from Blythe fell
What-
first.
Right, got up and then knocked
Oh, wow.
knocked him out, and he was champion for a while, until there was the rematch. and then Joshua beat him again, I believe is what happened.
But you see what I'm saying? Boxing is, where is it now?
Well, there's no excitement in it. You have what, Canelo Alvarez, but
I remember there used to be like a Tuesday night fights, Friday night fights.
well, yeah, but think about who you're talking. You're talking like Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns, wow, who else? Larry Holmes, Maramelo Paez. You're talking fucking Golden Boy. As much as everybody fucking hate that dude, could fucking fight, bro.
Yeah.
He was a bad motherfucker when he was young. And this kid that he's got under him, that everybody's like all the girls are all weedy woe about him, and he looks a lot like De La Hoya when De La Hoya was young. He seems slightly feminine, but he's a really good boxer. He's decent, right? He's got the ability to go a long way, but I think the kid has mental issues, bro. I think
Really?
Yeah. Just because when you hear him talking, you hear like he'll go from like talking shit in one interview to like, praising God and blah 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 in the next one, and he's just really kind of weird, and he's got those Oscar De La Hoya vibes where like there's gonna be pictures of him in female clothing in a few years, like, you know what I mean? Like he's just got that vibe to him. Like he's not fully himself yet, and I think that he could be a great boxer if he wasn't, because he's really cocky. So if he wasn't so cocky, he could be really really good. I mean, he turned and he challenged Oscar De La Hoya. Dude, Oscar De La Hoya is a coked out, 50-year-old, bro. Like, really? You want to fight that fucking 50-year-old coke kid would knock you out. Like, come on. It's strange, dude. But I think the kid could be great. But I think that he's got the wrong people around him. And it seems to be like that. That seems to be the hard part about boxing. And, as much as I don't like Floyd Mayweather, and the only reason why I don't is because he's a technician, he's not a fighter. What I mean by that is that, he grew up boxing and came up through the ranks in the Olympics. So he learned how to tap, move, and shoulder roll so he's not getting hit, so that he knew how to score points. So he was never a knockout artist, but he was able to score points because of the way he boxed. Stay away from you, come in, tap, get away. Tap, get away. So he's a technician. He's not a brawler. You know what I mean? Like,
But brawlers, from what I understand, brawling is the heavyweights.
anybody could be a brawler as long as they're, you know what I mean? As long as you get in there and you're not just tap and you stand in the middle of the fucking ring and you fight. You know what I mean? A disregard or abandonment for any kind of tap, back away, tap. You know what I mean? Punches and bunches, whatever the fuck, your trainer's trying to tell you. It could be different. That's a brawl.
In that weight, who was a brawler?
What weight? The straw weight, flyweight, all that. The
Whatever,
younger,
like
smaller
Mayweather
guys?
was. Yeah, I mean, again, I was just under the assumption the heavyweights are the ones that are throwing those haymakers. Tyson, Holyfield, they're throwing. But when you go on to the lighter weights, they're more technical. They're not. That's how they're getting the win.
No, I think anybody could throw a haymaker. Like a haymaker is just when you don't throw it down the pipe, you just swing from. That's more of a when you look at somebody and they're barely starting. That's where their punches come from because they think they're going to get their power from bringing it way back here and lobbing it over the arm instead of just right down the pipe. So, most of the times when somebody's throwing a haymaker, it's because they haven't been in the business long enough where they're getting tapped up and they're trying to save themselves. It's a fucking Hail Mary. Usually.
The last couple of like pay-per-view fights in boxing, I mean, I didn't know who was fighting.
This last weekend, the one with
There was one this last weekend.
somebody in Pitbull, Rolly and Pitbull, and the one that they call Pitbull beat the shit out of him. And it's one of those things like there's like and Tyson says that his IQ is high in the ring, but I don't know. Like Mayweather has an extremely high IQ in the ring. He can switch up if he's boxing and something's not working. He can switch his style mid-fight, mid-round, and continue to box and be effective. Mike Tyson seems to be, I'm going to put my head down, I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to get like, a foot and a half away, and I'm going to lunge a punch and hit him. And it's over. You know what I mean? I know it's more than that, but I've never seen him box any different than the way he boxes.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Because he just puts his head down and because he knows that he can hurt you like that. He's just gotta wait for you to fall into that. You know what I mean?
Even in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, the video game, he came up with the uppercut.
Oh yeah, you were done, right?
You were done. If you could get to him.
So, right now, since Tyson's like the talk of the town or whatever, right? So, with everything that's going on with P. Diddy, and with all of his house being fucking ransacked and all that shit with the government and all that, and everybody's trying to. What's funny is none of P. Diddy doesn't have anybody coming out and fuck that. All these allegations are fucked up. People going after him. He's give the guy a chance. Nobody. There hasn't been anybody that comes to stand up for him at all.
I could probably bet that he's done every single thing that they're saying. I mean, when you have that kind of power back then, you was doing stuff like that.
Well, right, because he was the only one that was for what's the right way to say it? For young kids from an urban environment that are trying to move forward, like he was the one. You know what I mean? Like if you sang R&B and you wanted to get somewhere, you were a female R&B singer, even like leaning towards pop. He was the dude.
Now that all this is going on, like things in the past are getting obviously all of this in regards to his past,
right?
But stories like my wife and I just saw when him and J-Lo, if you remember when they were dating and they were at a club,
right?
Supposedly he had shot at some people, and one woman got shot like in the nose or something. She survived. It wasn't like I shouldn't say it's not a big deal, but I mean she got shot in the nose, and she straight up was like, "Yo, I saw him pull the trigger and shoot me," and he got off.
Wow.
And now that they're re-interviewing her, she's like, "Y'all didn't believe me, but he did it, and now everything's gonna start coming out."
Oh shit!
Apparently, he had a rapper. I want to say his name was Shine.
Right, sounds right.
That took the fall for it, took the hit. He went to jail for a few years.
Wow.
He got paid off.
Wow.
So, dude, the the singer from Danity Kane that's from La Quinta.
She from La Quinta?
Yeah, Audrey O'Day,
Okay.
Aubrey O'Day, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That she's coming out saying, "I've been telling you guys this since I was in Danity Kane."
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
She's
I read
like-
something about that the other day too.
Yeah, she's like, "I've been telling everybody about this. Nobody believed me. He
But
was
she-
a kingmaker, and now he's getting his due."
Man. And ain't nobody heard nothing from him. He skipped town, and then all of a sudden he's in Miami, and everybody's like, "Wait a minute." So they're kind of saying like he was like the Epstein of the hip hop community, like, and he's got videotapes of all these people. Like, there was one of the comedians or actors that are coming out talking about it, like naming all the dudes that P Diddy had him have sex with.
What?
Yeah, you haven't seen it. Like he's the dude named Busta Rhymes. I was like, what? And he was named like 4 people, but Busta Rhymes was the one that stuck out in my head. Yeah, saying all kinds of shit, bro. And now they're going after Oprah too.
For what?
The same kind of shit, like how she got ahead. Like Oprah painted it like she got ahead in the business and was able to use and was smart enough to use the power that be to use the powers that be to get to where she's at. And I think that they use her to gain the African American community, to gain that trust and to pull those people. I think that they use her a lot more and set her up.
Who's they?
The gatekeepers in Hollywood. Come on, man.
You talking about like some Illuminati shit?
Nah, man, the gatekeepers. I don't know. I'm not in Hollywood. I don't know who the...
You're tripping talking about Oprah.
Nah, even Denzel. Denzel was talking with Cube about it. There's some sort of interview with them too, talking about it.
Well, back to Diddy. I just read the title of the article, so I didn't read the whole thing. But I'll be sure
to read news like me.
I'll be sure.
Okay.
Okay, now his baby mama
Okay.
is Diddy's baby mama as well. She died a few years ago. She was a model.
Well, that's the one he killed, right?
Allegedly, I mean, I don't know how, hey, I'm not saying anything. But, I mean, like, I'll be sure son is obviously P. Diddy's stepson, but treats him like his own because, I mean, him and I'll be sure's ex have been together for so long, and they have multiple kids together.
Okay.
But apparently, I'll be sure at one point was in a coma.
What?
And they couldn't figure out how he got how he got into this coma. And now they're saying Diddy had something to do with it. That rapper Kid Cudi,
Yeah.
was talking to, I don't know if he dated Diddy's girlfriend before or after, I don't know. Cassidy, the one that started all this ball rolling.
Right.
And she said that he had Cudi's car blown up. They were going to try and kill him.
God damn.
And then Kid Cudi was like, my car did blow up. Holy shit. You serious?
Wow.
Dog.
That's crazy. But I could see Diddy doing shit like that though. Shit not going his way and having people blown up.
And it's one of those things that just snowballs. I mean, you get away with something. Wow, I got away with that. Something bigger comes around, you get away with it. Next thing you know, you think you're unstoppable.
So what'd you get away with that's made you continue?
What?
Just fucking with you, man. Just fucking with you. How was your Easter, dog?
Easter was good. It was a very long weekend. A very long weekend because we hosted my niece's birthday party
Okay.
on Saturday. My kids came into town Thursday. My kids came into town about midnight or 1 o'clock on Thursday.
Did
son,
they call you before they came in the house? Make sure you wasn't walking around naked?
No.
Okay.
But the dog woke us up because when they opened the doors, the dog came running out, and then I could hear the kids talking to him. So my wife got out of bed, which made me get out of bed to go help them bring the luggage and stuff in. So when I turned the corner, the first person I saw was my daughter, and she hit me with, "Oh, wow. Glad to see you remember putting on chonies this time." And I was like, man. So that was Thursday night. Friday, they went out shopping because my wife was off.
Okay.
And I met them for lunch at Tommy Bahama's in Palm Springs.
Okay. That's upstairs, right?
No, it's at the near that new hotel.
It's on a corner, right? Or did they move it?
Well, it's on a corner, yes, because it's a street, but it's more like an alley.
Right. Okay.
No, I shouldn't say an alley. It is a street, but it's a small street that dead ends into Marilyn Monroe.
Okay. Right.
This place, I liked their functionality.
Okay.
You don't have a waiter or waitress.
Okay.
Everyone working is your waiter or waitress.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so they walk by, "Oh, you need another drink?" Whomever it is. Like, you order before you sit down. It's like fast food.
Okay.
You can't go grab a seat first. They let you in, and if there's tables available, which is a good thing, they keep an eye on that, so that you're not ordering, walking around, there ain't no tables. But you do have to order first. You walk in and you order first, then you go find yourself a seat. And, of course, some people just order a drink and go find a seat, and then they look at the menu and all that kind of good stuff.
Okay.
So you have to order something in order to sit down.
Okay.
So they ordered some stuff. I met them there. They already had a table. And like I said, one of the waiters came by. "Can I get you guys some drinks?" Took the order, went. I'm not even 100% sure he's the one that brought them, but they were brought to us. And then another waitress came by, and my wife, I think she believes she ordered something else. She was like, "All right, cool." Somebody else brought the food. We wanted refills. Whomever is walking by, if you want something, you ask them. If they notice that you need something, they'll come to you and say, "Hey,
wow,
you guys want another drink?" It worked out really well.
You know, a place that would really be nice that did that shit would be Home Depot.
You don't go into Home Depot.
Well, I haven't lately, but when I go in, I'd like to be able to ask somebody that's in the, "Hey, well, that's not my department." Does your paycheck have a certain department on it, sir? Well, no, then it's your fucking department. Tell me, just saying, be able to point anything out. Tell me that shit.
That Friday night, we went to Upper Crust for dinner, met my mom and my brother, which was cool. Saturday, like I said, set up for this party, 5-year-old birthday party. It was Hello Kitty themed.
Okay.
Okay. They had this, balloon / stage / LED light under my patio.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And it looked really nice. I'll show you a quick photo so you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's what, it's what kids do now for parties, the whole shebang. And you'll understand why I'm showing you in a second. Excuse me, God damn it. Gosh darn it. Hello Kitty, a little stage, they take pictures.
Ah, dang, bro.
Yeah, it was nice. We were worried about getting rained out because it rained most of the day. It was cold. Dog, it was freezing out there.
Yeah, I bet.
My brother-in-law, Phil, he actually said something that was actually really funny.
Okay.
When they were taking pictures like that on the stage with the Hello Kitty behind them, he said, "Hey man, you should call Mingo. Bring him over." I said, "For what?" He said, "So he can stand behind them while they take the pictures."
Now, Phil got the right idea for decorations. Do that. Phil, I thought we was friends. Now you starting to be like Tony.
I'll tell you what, kid. If I knew how to Photoshop, I'd be taking these pictures and Photoshopping your face right behind them.
Taking them pictures to a whole new level, pimping.
So that party was Saturday. Dog, cold. And then Sunday, Easter, we went to brunch, as always, to Las Casuelas. Came back to my house. So it was good, but it was just, again, I don't feel like I had a day off.
Mm-hmm. Did you take any time off while your kids were here?
No.
Dang, what kind of dad are you?
You see, look at you getting me in trouble.
I'm just saying. What good is it to run a business?
I had lunch with them on Friday. First of all, time out. Okay, hold up. Pump the brakes. It ain't like, and this is not negative. This is just facts. When they come down, it ain't like let's stay with mom and dad this entire time. They got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? My son his friends came down to the desert with their parents. They went out Friday night. You know what I'm saying?
So at night when you were at home, they left. Okay.
Not my daughter, only because her homie was out of town. But again, like they wanted to do shopping on Friday. What am I gonna do? I don't shop.
No, but you got to be there to hand over the credit card.
That's my wife's job. She'd throw that card from the front door and say, "Here, whatever he wants," and that happened. I got the H&M bill, invoice, receipt. So again, I think my son woke up like at 11. You know, I had like 2 more hours worth of work left, so I'm good. And then I was there with him Saturday, Sunday. Somebody got to pay these bills, kid. Look at you.
When was the last time you saw your son? How long had it been?
Christmas?
Christmas, bro. That was
I think Christmas. I think it was
4 months
Christmas.
ago. 4 months ago, and you couldn't take a day off.
Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, but you got to remember, you getting older, so your heart's slowing down.
I told you we're going in 3 weeks. We're going to Chicago.
In 3 weeks?
Yes.
To help move?
No.
What are you going to Chicago for?
To go.
Just because?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, my wife and I just because they're going to be there. My daughter was going. They're going to a concert together in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So they're both going to be there. So my wife's like, we should go. I'm like, damn, okay.
So you guys going to the concert with them?
No, we're not going to do that.
Okay.
No, we'll pass on the concert.
All right. And then I'm sorry again, when is your son moving that you need to help him?
That's in June if he moves, which he probably will be.
Okay.
He got caught sleeping, I guess it was a better term, on an apartment. He saw an apartment, liked it, was debating it, and this was like maybe a week or 2 ago. And a couple days ago, got a notice they're raising his rent. He's like, I'm taking that apartment. I'm good.
Wow.
Went to call that person back. Oh, yeah, it's been taken already. He's like,
That sucks. How much are they raising his rent?
To $2,300, I think.
God damn.
I think he said.
And it's just it's a one bedroom, right?
No, it's not even that. It's a conversion. It's like one big room with a wall in the middle.
And he pays $2,300 a month?
He's going to. From like 21.
God damn.
Yeah.
Why so much? Well, I guess because he lived downtown?
No. I wouldn't say that. That's, hey, life in the big city, kid. He lives in a very desirable neighborhood.
Holy shit.
The apartment he was moving into, or that he wanted to move into, wasn't. I think it was around the same price, but it was a 1-bedroom. You know, it had a dining room, it had a living room, a bedroom. So it was more like an apartment.
Okay.
Versus like a studio with a wall. So I mean, for the same price, he was actually getting more room.
Wow.
So now he's on the hunt again.
That's crazy, dude. Well, maybe I need to tear this studio out and make this a little bedroom and start charging some rent.
You could rent this out for Coachella, kid. It's got air conditioning.
Yup.
Put a cot right there.
And look, you got a TV. I put a little hot plate in the corner.
There you go. No, just a microwave, kid. Matter of fact, just include them on your order from Postmates.
That just might work out, dude. Fuck.
Dude,
Right.
This is $2,000 for the weekend.
So if Sebastian leaves, or when Sebastian leaves, I'm gonna move the studio in the house, and I'm gonna redo this room so that I can.
And
rent
you got a pool for them? That's $2,500.
Easy, bro. They'll probably do it for Stagecoach too, right?
No, Stagecoach, no, it won't work.
Why?
Because they don't really. There's not that big of a crowd. It's not like Coachella. There's enough hotel rooms for Stagecoach. Number one. And Airbnbs already. Number two, half of them are in RVs already that they park there. Mm-hmm. You know, so from what I understand, the East Valley, Indio, out there, Palm Desert, can handle whatever is needed.
Okay.
But Coachella, there's just not enough. They need it.
We just might have to do that,
Dude.
And we'll do our podcast outside, so that we can see the people playing in the pool while we're podcasting.
I mean, has it crossed my mind to do it too? Dog. 2 bedrooms with a bathroom in the middle?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's like $6,000 a weekend. Can you? And hey, yo, I'll give you a ride. Give me $200.
Renting one of the cars. Shit, you're good.
Oh no, yeah. Hey, shit, yeah.
Why not? Buy a little beater for that weekend.
Dog, could you imagine $6,000 per weekend, 2 weekends in a row? That's $3,000 a room for the weekend.
I could get. Shit, I could probably get 2 sets of bunk beds in this bitch.
You probably could.
And the microwave and a little fridge. And it got AC?
But you ain't got no bathroom. See, at least I got a bathroom.
What, I put a porta potty outside?
I'll tell you what, they'll be... Price is right.
Right?
They'll take it. I remember seeing a dude putting a teepee in his backyard renting that mug.
Man.
People need somewhere. And you catch a good one, say, next year you want to come back, give me some notice.
Put a little deposit down.
Dog.
Be yours every year.
I've thought about it.
It's not a bad idea, Tony.
There's just so many rules and regulations. No, the thing is, when you advertise, that you're putting yourself out there, you gotta meet whatever the regulations for your city are. But then again, you out here, so there might not be any.
Right? Like, yo no hablo. I didn't see that shit. I didn't know. It's my cousin.
But back to my son. That's the news on him. He's planning on moving. My daughter, kid, she's getting a new position.
Really?
Yep.
Congratulations.
She worked her department worked for Amazon.
Okay.
I told you what she does, right?
No.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
What her law firm does is immigration.
Okay.
So what they do is they do all the paperwork for employees that Amazon wants to bring into the U.S.
Oh, okay.
So, whatever they want somebody from India, for example. my daughter's department, they got to make sure that a person gets here legally, no flaws, as soon as possible.
Oh shit.
So apparently, dude, if there's a typo, you gotta wait 10 years. If there's something that wasn't inputted correctly, it gets kicked back. You could apply in 10 years.
Wow.
So now she's gonna be going to Meta instead of Amazon.
Meta. Oh, okay.
And full-time working from home.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, she gonna dig that, dude.
No, she probably will eventually, but she don't like it. She likes going in the office. She likes interacting. She likes, she works, I think, 2 days at home, 3 days in the office where she could walk to. But now her office is in San Jose. So they gave her the option of moving to San Jose or working
Doing it all from home.
She don't want to go to San Jose.
So is she gonna save some money and move back home?
What's that? No.
Oh.
I actually told her what she should do is move back to the desert and get a spot with her homie that lives in Indio. She was like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, like those 2 rooms you got where they share the bathroom. I bet you rent real cheap.
But no, it's good for her. She's happy about it.
Dude, I didn't know that that's what... I know she worked at a law firm, but I didn't know that that's what she was... that's what she was doing. That's kind of a... That's a real niche market. That's really smart.
What they have to do is they have to dig into whomever it is. They got to know everything about their lives.
So they vet everybody that comes.
But
wow.
that's the thing. If they lie about something, you can't apply for 10 years. Everything got to be put on the table.
Really?
And we look. They look for stuff too. Hey, what we just pulled you up, and what is this? Oh, well, we need to know what's going on because this is going on your application.
Wow.
And if they got family that has to come, same thing. Kids, wife, we need to know every single thing about you because the U.S. government does not play.
Wow. Does she have any good stories about people that you're like, oh, yeah, no, we can't, sir. No.
No, but if she did, yes, they'd probably be pretty good. Let's put it that way. But no, she doesn't tell us anything.
Yeah, she probably can't, dude, right?
Yeah.
Like, probably one of them things. That sucks. It'd be fun to hear some of them stories. Right? Could you imagine? Holy shit. I'm making up stories in my head right now. That sounds like a basis for a good movie, though. You know what I'm saying? She lets in the wrong dude. And now somebody that looks like that dude set that dude up, and that dude goes to your daughter for help. You're the only one that can clear my name. And I'm just saying that because you said that that's what they were from. So I'm just,
I think I mentioned a few years ago, she went to Texas to meet a friend.
Yes.
Well, that friend lives in Texas, but works out of my daughter's office in L.A.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's the same, that's what she's doing now. Her office is San Jose. So, for example, she even said it already. If they have a Christmas party, she's booking a flight and going to go party with them.
Oh, in Texas?
No, in San Jose, because that's her office.
Oh, okay.
Her Texas friend, that's how they met, the Christmas party. She's like, yo, that's my office. I'm going to go. I'm going to party down.
Oh, shit.
And they met.
That's hilarious.
But, she just is afraid, I think, of just doing that rut, just getting up, walking to your computer, and start working. PJs 24/7.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Well, a lot of times you can't really do, you could do PJ Bottoms because, if anything, they're going to Zoom a lot of meetings. So, and then they have these, when you work.
It's quite possible, but I don't think she Zooms now.
Really?
And it's quite possible because 3 days a week she's going in an office, so
Right.
maybe they see her. But no, it's everything's like email and instant messages and
Because they have these programs now that they could tell, how many keystrokes you've made or how many fucking, if you're moving your mouse or if you're blah, blah, blah. And so they know if you're at home working or not. Sons of bitches.
from what I understand, I think they're actual apps that will manipulate that.
Yes.
I'm not saying she has it.
There are ways around it, yes. So how long ago did she get the promotion?
She actually got it. She started Monday.
Oh, okay, so it's brand new. On April
Yeah.
Fool's, she started.
We haven't spoken to her yet.
Huh?
You see how it even went.
I would be afraid if hey, we're going to start you, April Fool's, we're going to start you on a new position. Be like, hey, wait a minute, can we start it tomorrow?
Well, that was another thing that they had said was, in order for her to work in office, she would have had to actually started on the 1st.
Really?
And she was told like a week prior, week and a half, that she got the job.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, she passed on that.
Yeah, I don't blame her, dude.
Plus, Mama Bear, I don't know if she would have been cool with her moving that far.
San Jose is okay. It's an okay town. You got to know the right part to live in, but it's nice. It's not bad.
We've been a few times. Her cousins live, or a cousin now.
Oh yeah, you liked it because you went to San Jose State that one time, right? To look around the campus.
Yeah, that I did.
They got some good food there, dude.
In San Jose State?
No, just in San Jose. These little Mexican joints out there. There was this lady that, oh my God, dude, her breakfast was.
Bro. I don't want to eat Mexican food for at least a month.
Why? What happened?
Dog, we had a taco guy at Luis's party.
Right?
We had a taco guy at Ivan's party. They had a taco guy at my niece's birthday party. We went to Las Casuelas for Easter brunch. My wife and I are Mexican food out, kid. I will pass if somebody says, let's go grab some Mexican food.
Really?
I'm good right now on Mexican food.
That wouldn't bother me one bit, dude.
I can't do it.
I went and got a haircut.
good.
I went and got a haircut today. I was talking to the guy. And
Haircut?
Yeah. Yeah, because I cut the sides.
You have Seabass do that.
Man, have you ever seen him try to draw a straight line? We cool, dog. We cool.
But anyway, you
So
barber?
wrong for that. So we go and or I go and we were talking about. I don't know. Somehow we got on the subject of, because he was talking about how he was dieting and stuff, and that he was doing this and that, and I was like, yeah, dude, it's weird. I said, I don't even know why I brought it up, but I was like, yeah, it's really weird that I never really realized how little meat my dad ate. Like when we would sit down to eat, like he'd get like a small spoon of whatever the carne was my mom was made, right? But he would take the juice and put the juice on his plate, and he would eat beans and rice. Like that was his main staple. And he would say, dude, my dad too. And he was talking to me about it. Yeah, my dad would do this, he would do that, and I was like, yeah, my dad would walk in from outside, and most fathers or most people would grab like an apple or grab if they didn't want to eat like junk food, they would grab an apple or a peach or a plum or a banana. So my dad would grab a fucking tomato and eat a tomato raw like that with salt. And he starts laughing. I was like, yeah, dude, like he'd take oh, that's so sweet, that's delicious. And just add more salt and keep going. He said, yeah, my dad used to do that too. And the guy that owns the barber shop, he was like, hey, my dad did that shit too. Beans and rice, bro. That's all he would eat. My mom would serve us food, and he'd end up, he said, because his dad grew up really poor, but his mom's side of the family, her dad owned a grocery store. So, they had good cuts of meat, and they had all that shit all the time. He says, so when they got together, my mom would make meat, and he would just like, and he'd slip it to the dog underneath the table, and I'm like, damn. I want to marry somebody that's related to a grocery store. I want good cuts of meat.
Back to speaking about my son coming into town.
Okay.
Okay. My handsome young man brought me my chocolate cake.
How many did he bring you?
Just one.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, I just wanted one this time.
Oh.
Because I still had the one I brought from New York.
Right. Okay.
And I'm going to be picking up one in a couple of weeks to bring back also. But with that being said...
You're going to chocolate cake yourself out, dude.
Oh, no, not... Okay, well, here's the thing. Also, during Easter, we had our family come over and people brought stuff.
Right.
They brought something that's called, I don't know if you ever heard of this, Pumpkin Delight.
Pumpkin Delight?
Yeah.
No, never heard
Okay, it's a dessert. I don't know what's in it because it says pumpkin, I don't.
We're
I don't
assuming
mess with
that it's got pumpkin and nutmeg and...
I think it's more a cinnamon.
Okay.
But I brought that's one of the containers I brought you.
Oh, okay.
So you have that with a little milk, I think.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So let me know how you like it.
Okay.
But because my wife packed that up for you, she's like, "Give this to Mingo."
Thank you, Miss Pacheco.
And I said, "You know what? Because this is a new Pacheco 2024, I actually brought you some chocolate cake." Now, my wife and kids are going to trip on hearing this right now. And I love them to death, but I decided to do this.
Wow.
So the other package is a slice of that chocolate cake.
Nice.
Okay?
Well, thank you for that, Tony.
But in this package is a little sliver of it that I have for you. Wrapped in foil.
Wrapped in foil, nice little bowl.
I got you a plastic fork because I want to know your thoughts.
On this chocolate cake, okay. And this is Entenmann's, right?
Entenmann's chocolate fudge cake. I don't even share this with my mama.
Wow. That looks really good, though. So, like...
Gotta have it with the frosting.
Oh, wow. So, like, I'm poking at the actual cakey part of it because it looks super dense, like it's thick, right? But it seems really moist, like really soft. So let's try it out. Yeah. 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 I could definitely see why you have your son bring you. Wow, dude. Now, normally, like, when you go, like, sometimes, like, you'll have, like, there's places that make shit with chocolate, right? And then there's some that make what's called a ganache. I don't know what the fucking difference is, but the ganache is usually really shiny. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's usually like chocolate gets hard,
Okay.
right? And the ganache is usually not. It's usually more pliable. That makes sense. It's a little thicker than chocolate. And this is definitely not neither one of those. This is fudge though, right?
Oh, it's called chocolate fudge cake. I mean,
Man, that's bomb, dog. It's not like you look at it and you're like, fuck, that's gonna be sweet. And it's not really all that.
Oh,
like,
my wife will say that's too sweet.
No, like it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. Like that's because like when you're looking at it, you expect it to be like, God damn, that's no, that's really good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, kid. I'm glad they don't sell it out here anymore. Because that would be in my kitchen counter every day.
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. It's almost like the Hostess Twinkies that are chocolate. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Ding dongs?
No, ding dongs are the round ones that are chocolate dipped. These are the zingers.
Okay. It looks like a zinger.
Yeah, the consistency of it is, it's not as light as a zinger, so it's a little heftier, But that chocolate is that topping is almost the same, but softer, lighter. I don't know, dude. It's fucking good. Whatever. I'm gonna talk about it for a second and enjoy it.
When my son brought me he sent it for my birthday. He shipped it, and in transit. You know, it probably got flipped upside down.
Oh.
And so some of the frosting was on the top of the package.
Did you scrape it off?
I had to scrape it off and refrost the cake. Because, dog, you got to have it with the frosting.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's really delicious. Even just that little sliver is like, wow, that's really good. Goddamn. As a matter of fact, have you ever had the chocolate cake from Outback?
I might have.
Bruh.
I have.
They make this, I think it's a double layer chocolate cake. God damn, bro.
Really?
I had to, when my ex-wife worked there and we were still together, we bought one of those for my birthday. Like, that was my birthday cake one year. God. Shoo.
Salud.
Thank you. And that was like, I guess I already knew that I was lactose intolerant, but I was like, I gotta do it with milk. Like, you can't eat like a treasure like that without like, you just got to, right? Because it's just
Yeah. I'm surprised you wash that down with water right now.
because I didn't have milk. I didn't want to. If I had milk, I probably would have done that. But
Claim Jumper makes a pretty good chocolate cake.
oh yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but it's mad tall.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. I think it's got something to do with the height of it in the title. But if I remember right, it's pretty good.
And there used to be this lady that I worked with at the bank. Nice old lady, dude. And for my birthday every year, she would make what do they call them? They're bundt cakes, right? The ones that are round with the hole in the middle?
Yeah.
So she would make this chocolate bundt cake. But she would put chocolate chips in the middle and then, powdered sugar on top. And then when you'd slice it, the chocolate would kind of ooze out. Man, that shit was bomb, dog. I used to tear that shit up. Have a slice first thing in the morning, a slice at lunch, and one during afternoon break. No wonder I'm fat, bro. That chocolate cake was dope, though. It was good.
I love that chocolate cake, kid.
Have you always had a sweet tooth, or have you?
Yeah, always.
You never stopped from having it for a while?
Never.
No? I did for a few years. Like, well, I guess I didn't really have because my mom never baked. She didn't make cakes unless she'd make one cake a year during the winter. Because she was heating up the house at the same time. Fuck it, might as well make a cake. Because we didn't have a heater in the house, so that's what, you know what I mean? The rest of the year was just too fucking hot in the house to turn on the oven so she wouldn't bake. We didn't have cookies, we didn't have cakes, nada. So throughout, God, probably till about when I met their mom, the kids' mom. So like right around 98, 99, I probably started getting into sweets a little bit more. Because she would do stuff, but whenever we'd go an hour north to her mom's house in Tulare, she'd cookies and Christmas, bro. We'd get reindeer poop. We'd get all kinds of stuff that was just fudge, and her dad would make peanut brittle, and there was always some sort of candy coming to the house. And well, okay.
I always have to have some sort of chocolate. It's got to be, for the most part, it's got to be chocolate. Don't get me wrong. We love us some Cinnabons. Like the apple turnovers, like the flaky Pepperidge Farms joints.
Oh, yeah.
That's off the hook.
Do you like, with your Cinnabons, do you like it with the walnuts or without?
Without.
Without, okay.
But I mean, donuts. Oh, dude, I could have donuts every day if it was
Your body would let you.
Yeah, I mean, now I've become more. What's the word I'm looking for? Damn.
You're less picky.
No.
Oh.
I've become more.
Worldly.
Disciplined
Ah.
to know, I can't be eating that all the time.
Right. Okay.
For a minute, like on Saturday mornings when my wife would go to work and I'd be home, she'd go to the donut shop, hook me up with a croissant, because there ain't nothing like a Swiss donut croissant.
Yes.
They're humongous.
Now, do you get them like with the egg and cheese and ham in them?
No, just
a
plain.
croissant.
And then a jelly donut and a chocolate bar. And that would be my Saturday morning breakfasts.
You eat all three of those?
I'll have the croissant with my dessert. So it's either going to be the jelly donut or the chocolate bar. And then I'll save the other donut for later on. But now I'm like, she'll be like, you want donuts tomorrow morning? I'd be like, nah, I'm not going to do it.
Dang.
So it'll happen like once every month. No, I won't even say that. Once every month and a half. I obviously know that I can't do this stuff anymore.
Right.
But when it comes to the chocolate cake, kid, I could eat that thing in one sitting, but I cut it into 4, so it's 4 sittings.
I don't know if I could. That might be a little too much if I had like the whole cake, but yeah, I could eat a square like that, like in 4s. That's a really good. That's a good portion like that. Like that's solid. You know what I mean? With a good glass of milk. Man.
But I have to have it. I have to have some sort of chocolate, some sort of sweet. Got to.
Now, all right, so let me ask you this. So, like, Puerto Rican treat. I can say it in English, hold on. Puerto Rican treats. Like, do they have, like, a Twinkie-style stuff or, like the Mexican bread stuff or American-style desserts?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
You don't know?
No. I don't know if there's something specific to Puerto Ricans as far as sweets.
Because I was thinking, is it more... Because, like, in Mexico, if you go to, like, from what I've gathered, from what I've seen, it's more fruit-infused stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, as far as Mexico, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about Puerto Rico.
It doesn't seem like there's a lot of just chocolate. I mean...
Like, your sweetbread is a dessert? What my wife's family, I don't know if this is what they call them or this is what they're actually called. Conchas?
Yeah, well, shells. That's what a concha
Okay.
is. Because that one looks like a shell.
Okay. That, to me, what is that? Bread with some sugar on top of it?
Yeah.
That's not like, I mean, that's like
It's like a
their
sugar
version.
donut.
No, it's not. It's like a slice of bread. It tastes like a slice of bread with some sugar sprinkled on it. Doesn't taste like a donut to
Oh,
me.
times is rough out here, dog. You know, sometimes a slice of bread with some sugar's all you got. A little bit of butter.
But yeah, your Mexican sweetbreads, dude, I don't get it. I don't like them. Because they, literally, I mean, I don't know why I'm so surprised. Because it's in the title. Sweet bread.
Right.
Bread with some sugar on it.
Right.
I mean, why am I complaining that it tastes like bread with sugar on it?
Exactly.
But
There's a couple that are my go-tos though. Okay. That you can't fuck with. Is the ginger pig. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
The gingerbread pigs. They're brown and they're shaped like pigs. You never seen them?
I might have, but it's not ringing a bell.
Those are my fucking favorite. I used to get those. So, like, when we lived in Coachella or we'd go to the doctor, we'd go there in Coachella. And so, like, right there off of 6th Street where the park is at. So, we'd go from there, and then the pharmacy was like half a block from the doctor's office. Well, right next to the pharmacy was a panaderia. So my mom would go to the pharmacy, drop off the prescription, and come on, mijo, let's go next door. Let's go get you some pan. Cool. And I'd get me a nice, fresh fucking pig, and we'd go first thing in the morning, so they're really soft. Because if they sit there for a while, they get really hard really quick. Man, I remember that all my life, just being a kid. Oh man, you'd go and get stuck in the arm and you're crying. It's cool because you're getting a pig. Relax. Everything's gonna be all right in just a minute.
When we first moved to California, we went to a Winchell's.
Oh,
And, I mean, was I a smart-ass kid? Probably.
okay.
But there are times when I might I might have said things that I didn't mean to be a smartass, but it came out that way.
Okay.
And so what I'm about to tell you, is one of those times. I remember it because my brother remembers it so well. He always refers back to it because in his opinion, I was being a fucking asshole, and he found it funny. My mom got pissed off. We were at a Winchell's. What do you want? I said, let me have a jelly donut. In New York, you ask for a jelly donut, they give you a jelly donut. At Winchell's, they said, what kind? My response? The kind with jelly in it. But I wasn't trying to be a smartass.
Right, that's just how you knew it.
Yeah, it was like, well, what other kind is there? I mean, lemon, they had whatever other flavors.
Oh yeah.
No, it was always, give me a jelly donut. It's always the grape. I don't know if it's grape.
The raspberry shit.
That's all you got. So when he said, what kind do you want? I'm like, the kind with jelly in it. My brother's laughs. My mom slaps me in the back of the head. You know, it was like, what the I just want a jelly donut. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. The kind with jelly in it.
Were the donuts, when you first came here, in your estimation, were the donuts different than the ones in New York?
I can't remember.
No?
No.
Have you ever had a donut when you've gone back lately or anything?
No.
What about to Chicago? Have you had any
Yes.
donuts?
I didn't like them.
You didn't like the donuts there? Why?
They were more. It's funny. They were dense. They were like heavier.
Okay.
But they were like that in Oregon as well. But Oregon's was good.
Okay.
Real good. These weren't that great. And what sucks about it is there's like a famous spot for donuts in there. It's called Stan's. It's like
Okay.
an old time 1950s style decor, the whole shebang.
Okay.
And it's been there since like the 1950s. The writing, the signs, it's
Look like a
reminiscent
little
of that.
fucking malt shop.
Right, exactly. Donuts weren't that great, but they were like their donuts.
Huh.
So the reason why I say it sucks is because this time we're not staying at my son's house because his apartment is small, and his sister's staying there with him.
Okay.
So my wife and I, we got a hotel room, and it's walking distance, but it's right next to that Stan's Donuts. And my wife's like, "You booked it because it's right next to that donut shop." And I was like, "I wish that was the case because I'd be there every day." But no, their donuts weren't that great.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I'm still gonna crush. Don't get me wrong, out of principle. But
But it's not.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the difference between Swiss donuts and Krispy Kreme?
you can't top Swiss donut or jelly donut. They're pretty much the same.
Okay.
Swiss donut's off the hook. Krispy Kreme, they're whack.
They're just too thin. Like it.
They're too small, too
Yeah.
thin.
Yeah. There's nothing to them.
When they're the way they were supposed to be,
Warm.
that's a different kind of taste, and it was okay.
Right.
I if I was going to get some warm Krispy Kremes, yeah, I'd do that. But as far as just for regular donuts, no, I can't mess with it.
Because okay, so let's say you had a dozen donuts from Swiss.
I'd crush them.
How many could you eat in the like?
How many could I eat?
Yeah.
I could probably eat all of them.
Really?
Yeah. I crushed a chocolate bar, glaze,
Now,
sugar,
when
jelly, cinnamon roll.
maple.
No, I can't mess with maple.
Really?
Yeah.
Me either. I don't like maple.
But dog, I don't think I'd crush a dozen. But let's say I could probably eat most of each one of those. I could, not that I would.
What about Krispy Kreme? Could you eat the whole? Because they're so light. Could you eat them all?
Probably not, because they're not that tasty.
Because they're sweeter too, right? Than
Yeah, they
normal
are.
ones?
Yeah, and all the other flavors are whack. It's got to be the original that tastes the best. Even their chocolate covered ones, chocolate frosted, they're nasty.
Well, I like the chocolate ones, and I like the ones that are filled. But you gotta make sure that you ask for the Bavarian cream, not just the icing cream or whatever the fuck, the buttermilk cream or whatever they put in the middle of them. It's got to be the custard. You know what I'm talking about?
No, because I wouldn't order it.
No.
No, I don't fuck with that.
Damn. All right. Well, I guess that solves the donut debate.
Oh, donuts are off the hook. For a while, every Wednesday, I had a nephew from Puerto Rico that lived out here. His name was Miguel.
Okay.
He started working with me for a while. He came to visit with his family. He liked it so much that he stayed. And he worked with me. I don't know if it was every day, or at least, it was definitely at least once a week. We'd go to the donut shop.
Oh, wow.
With a couple other people that we'd meet there. I think it was my employees, to be honest with you. A dude named Adrian, a dude with one eye that we used to talk about, Miguel, and maybe my brother-in-law, Adam. Yeah, I'd buy him donuts. I don't know if it was a daily basis, but it was at least once a week.
Wow.
Crush, kid. Crush.
So you could eat donuts every day. You could probably eat pizza every day, right?
Yes.
Those would be if you could eat those without the doctor being like, hey, dude, you're going to stop. You need to quit.
Well, I have to admit, even I would get tired of pizza. But could I eat pizza once a week? Twice a week? Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And just pepperoni, nothing crazy? No pineapple, right?
No. It's either pepperoni, plain cheese, or my wife and I, we like the pepperoni, mushroom, and red onion. However, Shakey's has a chorizo pizza, which is actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, I've never had that.
We when we get it, we'll get like a small because it's too much for a whole pizza like that.
Yeah,
but
it's a
just
lot of
that
flavor.
taste, it's actually pretty good. And Round Table, kid, they got a chicken garlic pizza. Yo, it's off the hook.
Their cheese is whack, dude. That shit. As soon as I eat it, it's a fucking 4-alarm fire, bro. You better be eating that. You better get that shit to go or deliver to home. And don't have plans for the rest of the day. Never eat that shit on a date. None of that, because it's going to go all bad. All bad. You haven't had Shakey's in a while then. What about pho? Have you ever eaten pho?
No. That Asian soup?
Yeah.
No.
No. Where they bring out the soup and it's so fucking hot. It's like boiling. Like the broth is boiling. And then you add whatever you want to it. Like you can get chicken or you can get beef and the boiling water cooks it. And you add all your veggies and whatever you want to it.
I'm surprised you eat that.
I've had it once or twice in my life. I've never really.
Only reason I say it is because you're making it yourself.
What's wrong with that?
I mean,
well, by making it myself, I mean I'm putting the ingredients in the hot water and waiting a second.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah. What about there's a new noodle place in Palm Desert. Would you try that? Like a ramen place. I think that's what it's called. And you can go make your own kind of ramen there.
No.
No?
No.
Did you ever try the mac and cheese place downtown?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But as far as that ramen spot, like to me, if I'm going out to dinner, I'm not going to go get a soup. If that makes sense.
Right.
You know, it's what I can open a can of soup at home.
Well, but ramen's not a can of soup, like you know that, right? Like
we got top ramen in my pantry, boil some water, open up the package, crush them noodles, throw it in there. Same shit. Why am I gonna do that?
When you eat noodles like that, like Maruchan or whatever the noodles are, do you doctor them up or just the powder that comes with it and that's it?
Say that one more time.
Do you doctor them up or do you just with the powder that comes with it and that's it?
What?
The soup with the noodles.
Top ramen?
Yeah.
I don't eat that. I got it in my pantry because the kids used to eat that. And don't that shit last like 20 years?
Oh, forever, yeah.
Yeah, I think that shit's been there since they were in high school.
Really? And you've never eaten it?
No. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. When I was a bachelor, I've had it a few times.
Okay, so when you ate it as a bachelor, did you doctor it up or did you just eat it just like that?
Yeah, just like that.
And did you eat it soupy or did you just heat the soup or the noodles long enough for them to get soft to get rid of the water and add the powder?
No, I think I ate it like a soup. So it had the water, it had the noodles.
So, but just to be fair for everybody that's listening, when we were kids, it was only the ones that came, the top ramen that came in the cup. It wasn't the Maruchan that came in the little red.
That's a couple noodles, kid.
What?
The ones that came in a cup.
Oh yeah. The other ones didn't. Did the other ones come in a little bag?
Yeah, they came in like it almost looked like a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember.
Couple noodles, I crushed that up quite a few times actually as a bachelor.
Yeah. See, because when I make them, when I do it, I'll do like I'll get some celery, cut up celery and some onions and garlic, and I get this really thin steak, and I cut it up, or I'll buy the stir fry steak, and I cut it up and I cook that first, right? And I cook it in sesame seed oil, and then once that's done, then I'll have the noodles cooking on the other side. On another thing, and then I empty out most of the water, and then I put the noodles in with the meat, mix that up, and then I'll boil a couple of eggs, and that way you have 2 eggs, you'll have your noodles and you have your meat, little green onion on top, little the bagel seasoning on top.
Would you make this like a dinner?
Yeah.
Eggs? See, I can't do that.
Boiled eggs, yeah.
Yeah, no. Eggs are for breakfast. I would never do that.
Dude,
never.
Eggs are for whenever. And have you never had an egg salad sandwich?
Yes.
I bet you. I'll tell you right now, Manny, our friend from Phoenix, is fucking dying because I said egg salad sandwich. We'll have to talk to him and tell you about that story. But you can eat eggs anytime. What are you talking about?
I don't eat eggs like that.
Really? Because I'll eat like.
It not that it bothers me, but when I see Asian food and they have like eggs with it, it's like that's nasty. I can't do it.
Yeah, some of that stuff is kind of weird. Like they'll have like certain things that don't match, like an egg with all. Like, where the fuck's the egg coming in that? So there's a group of people. They're called Basque. That's a cross between French and Spanish. So it's a little valley between the two countries, and they're sheep herders. And they're called Basque. And what they do is they have these in Bakersfield. There's a lot of Basque people there. And what they do is they have these family-style dinners. So you'll go in and their restaurants are just like 6 big tables. And you sit down with whoever the fuck is coming to eat. And everybody sits down and shares. You just pay for the meal. And whatever they bring out is what you're eating. So they'll bring out like French fries and salsa. They bring out spaghetti. And then you have different kinds of meats and different kinds of... And you're just like, none of this shit goes together. But that's the way Basque people would... That was their dinner. That's what they ate. Because they had all the different influences. It was really kind of weird.
If I remember right, let's rewind right quick. Cup of noodle.
Huh?
if I remember right, you pour the hot water in, and there was like a lot of noodles, and they had like peas and stuff in it.
Yeah, dehydrated, all that shit on there.
Dog, I think I might want to give that a try. So, honey, put that on the grocery list. Top ramen, chicken.
You know what's funny is you probably did this because I think we all did it, but right on the carton it tells you not to. Is to put the water in and then put it in the microwave.
No, I don't think I ever did that. I think it was boiled water and poured the hot water in it.
Really?
Yeah. Or put water in the microwave and poured it in.
Oh, because most people just pour the water into the cup of noodles and then put that in the microwave and let it cook all in one shot.
No, I've never done that.
Okay. Well. Yeah, because that was like a big thing that you're not supposed to, like, it came out, you're not supposed to do that because all the particles and all the shit in the styrofoam that's going to fuck you up if you eat that shit.
I think I'd be afraid that the styrofoam would start melting in there.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't. Because I think regular cups melt with heat, right? Like fire.
Yeah. Paper cups.
Well, no, the styrofoam cups too, like regular styrofoam cups. Like if you had a cup of coffee and you put it in a styrofoam cup and you put it in the microwave, it would probably melt. But for some reason, the styrofoam that they used for a cup of noodles didn't melt. That's kind of weird.
Huh.
I think we need to start doing experiments, Tony.
I'll tell you what, I think I got a hankering for some cup of noodle.
Now, have you ever, like, you don't watch too much TikTok or anything like that, right?
No.
So these guys will go on that have been in the penitentiary and will show you how they cooked in the pen. And they'll take the ramen and not crush it or anything. They'd open it, take the packet out, and right in the ramen, they'd put hot water, right? And they don't leave it in there long enough to make the noodles super soft, just so that it takes off some of the bite. And they would use that as their bread. And then they would put mayonnaise on the noodles and their hot sauce and their pickles and their. What's funny is I watch these videos, right? And he'll, the one guy always, oh, is it bussin' or is it disgusting? Well, he'd come out and he'd tell, hey Bunky, I'm gonna make sloppy cheese sandwiches. You want one? Yeah, all right, cool. Bring me this when you come back from chow. All right. So then they go back and he cuts up. He smashes up the ramen, puts it in a bag, smashes up hot Cheetos, puts them in a bag, and then he'll cut up pickles, put it in the bag, and then use some of the juice from the pickle, and then he'll take a sausage, or the little, you get the jerky and cheese ones, so he'll cut those up and put it in there, and then he makes it out, flattens it out like a patty, right, and then lets it soften up with the hot water. He wraps it in, puts it in a plastic bag, pats it out so that it's flat, and then puts a towel over it so that the heat stays in there while it's softening the noodles. And then he cut it open, and then he doctors up more. On top of that, he'll put more sausage, or he'll put down like the cheese whiz, because that's the cheese that they get in jail. So they'll put cheese whiz and they put it all out. They put a little mustard or put hot sauce and more cheese, just all this crazy shit. And I'm like, dude, everything you make uses the same fucking ingredient. How does it taste any different? Like he's made like 4 or 5 different. I'm gonna make something burritos. You want one? Yeah. All right, bring me this. And he'll make it, and he's throwing all these ingredients on the ground. What he does do though, is he makes these fucking desserts, bro. Like he makes Laffy Taffy out of like creamer, like coffee creamer, water, and little Kool-Aid packets.
Huh.
Fucking phenomenal, dude. You're like, how the fuck does he do that? And then they'll make ice cream. He makes his own ice cream in the joint. Like hey, make sure you want. I'm gonna make some ice cream. You want some? Yeah, okay. Grab some ice from commissary or whatever the store is. So puts in the heavy cream, Then he puts the ice in the bag and puts a bunch of salt in the ice. And then he puts the cream in another bag and puts that bag inside the bag with the ice and the salt. And he rolls it all up and keeps it tucked away so that it freezes. And then he'll get everything else ready. He'll smash up cookies and he'll cut up or use jelly instead of like fresh fruit. He uses jelly to give you that taste and all this different shit. And then all of a sudden he pulls out this concoction and it's frozen. It looks like ice cream. He adds all of his shit on there like he's working at fucking Cold Stone. And he's in jail eating fucking ice cream with all this different. I'm like, holy shit.
You know, back to my sweet tooth. It's primarily chocolate. Like if I went into AM/PM and went to the candy aisle, I'm not looking at Laffy Taffy. I'm not looking at sweet and sour Patch Kids or
right.
It's got to be. It's just chocolate. I candy that's not chocolate. I have zero interest.
Do you ever like whatchamacallits?
Yes.
What's the other one that's what are they called? Is that what it is? There's a whatchamacallit and then there's another one.
I don't know.
The other one's got like peanut butter flavor in it or something like that. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about like Payday that doesn't have any chocolate? It's just peanuts and nuggets.
I'll eat it, but no. There's one that's got chocolate. It's covered in chocolate. Might be a chocolate Payday.
No, that's 100 grand.
100 grand is more, what do they call that? The Krispies? The
Toffee?
No. Rice Krispies type things in it.
I never got Rocky Road. I was never a fan of it.
Me either.
Chocolate covered marshmallows with nuts.
And it's funny now, in regards to ice cream, I just like vanilla.
Really?
Yeah.
And you don't add anything to it? Like there's
don't get me wrong. I like a hot fudge sundae and stuff like that. But just give me vanilla. I'm good.
That's interesting. All right.
Vanilla shake.
See, and I would rather have like do vanilla, add peanut butter, and add like some brownies or some fudge bars.
No.
All day, bro.
Oh, like my other, I just like a Hershey bar. Like the big joint, that's off the hook.
Do you like it with almonds or just the Hershey's?
I can do almonds too, yeah.
Okay.
But at Cold Stone, they don't offer that. They got like Oreos, they got Reese's Pieces, stuff like that. So one year for my birthday, my wife actually bought a candy bar and took it to them, and they wouldn't do it at first.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, "Yeah, we can't do that." I think she slipped the kid some money, and he did it.
Wow. I wonder if you were to take gummies, the spicy candies. You know what I'm saying?
They got gummies there, I think.
No.
Or the worms.
Listen to what I'm saying. The spicy gummies, the adult gummies. The gummies with marijuana in it, Tony.
Well, why you call it a
Jesus
spicy gummy?
Christ.
I can guarantee you nobody figured that out when you said spicy gummies.
I bet you they did.
Okay, we'll see.
Anybody that run into Tony, let him know what a spicy gummy is. Looking at me like I'm crazy.
I'm thinking you going to say Saltillo or something.
Saltillo?
Ain't that like got a little spice to it?
So, I don't know what that is.
A Saltillo, the little bullshit candies you guys eat.
You guys, what the fuck's that mean? Man, this is going sideways right now.
Okay, you people.
What the?
Saltillo, isn't that like a Mexican thing?
I never even heard of that.
Come on.
Saltillo? Oh, a saladito. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know.
Like the dried plums? That's what a saladito is. It's a dried plum. It's about a nut, about like that.
Okay, I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Saltillo?
No, saladito.
Saladito?
Yeah.
Same shit. You knew what I was talking about.
No, I didn't.
I ain't never had one.
I had to fucking
they just look
investigate. I
nasty.
was like fucking...
They look like something that came out of your nutsack. I ain't fucking with it.
Those are bomb with oranges, bro. You cut an orange in half, or just a little bit, like take just the top off of an orange, and then shave down the sides a little bit, and you take that saladito and you shove it down there and you squeeze the orange, and you drink the orange juice out of it. That's just bomb, dog. Because it's salty sweet. It's just good, dude. Make me want to have an orange right now. All the saladitos I got are old. Oh, then you have the saladitos that are the chili saladitos. Have you ever had those?
Okay, that's exactly what I thought you were kind of referring to in regards to spicy gummy.
The one thing that I will, if somebody thought when I said spicy gummy that they're buying their candies from some Mexican lady that dips them in fucking chamoy and tajin.
Again, I'm not. I guarantee you, nobody's gonna know what you were referring to when you said spicy gummy.
Dude, more than half the people that listen to us got to smoke weed. They got to know what when you say, oh, like a spicy gummy. Like, what?
No, had you said something like the new gummies, today's gummies, adult gummies, then. But you talking spicy gummies.
So there's this guy on TikTok.
You and your TikTok.
He's something stoner. Oh, Stoner Gump or something like that, because he talks like fucking like Gump, Forrest Gump. And he talks about calls them spicy gummies. That's why more people are gonna know that and recognize that than the tajin and fucking rolled in chamoy.
Okay. This guy, this Gump character you're talking about on TikTok.
Yes.
I can probably guarantee you, whomever is listening to this right now has never seen that dude on TikTok.
You're tripping.
And you're the only one, and all of a sudden you're taking his word as bond. That's everybody knows this is called a spicy gummy.
Well, I'm putting it out there. That way they learn that terminology. That's why
they've learned it. Trust me on that.
Spicy gummy. Mm-hmm. Those are your gummies. They're adult gummies. They're not for your children. Good Lord, Tony.
Can I tell you something? Off the subject,
what?
Before I forget. I'm back on shampoo.
Really?
Yep.
You see, take your hat off? Oh. Yeah.
Not conditioner.
The back's growing in nicely. I'm just kidding. You're not that bald, dude. I don't know why you shave it down anyways. How long are you going to let it grow?
That's it. I do a 4 on top.
Okay. I thought you were going to try to grow your hair back out.
No.
Come after me.
No, but I'm back on shampoo. So I'm looking for a good one for myself.
So are you doing, you just want shampoo, not a separate conditioner? You going to do like combination?
I just picked up the 2-in-1.
What kind?
Well, the first shampoo I purchased, I got from Costco because I was just there.
Okay.
And that's like a Pantene strawberry type deal. I like strawberries. The smell of strawberries, I should say. And chocolate covered ones. But my daughter, a while back, had turned me on to, I don't know what brand it is. Pro V, maybe? It's called Clean.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went to Walgreens last week or the week before, and I passed by that aisle because I was looking for something else, and I saw it, and it said shampoo and conditioner. I was like, oh, that's the joint right there.
You said, that's me. That's perfect. One swipe and I'm done. We're good.
So as soon as this strawberry runs out, I'm gonna crush that. I'm gonna start that one.
Wow. Yeah, I finally went because I was using Pert Plus for a while because, well, fuck, you know what I mean?
Oh, can I be honest with you? One of the reasons why I went back to shampoo,
yeah,
my head started itching, like bad.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I wash it with my body soap, but I started to have an itch.
Yeah, it probably started to dry out. You probably just could have put lotion on your head. You'd have been good.
Oh, is that right? But lotion don't smell good like that on your head.
Lotion?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you buy the right one. What you need to do when you do that, especially for your head, is buy the CBD one or the THC one.
Spicy?
Yeah, the spicy lotion. Because their lotion is also a SPF sunscreen, since you're out in the sun all the time.
But why?
Because it got good smells.
But it's CBD. I mean, what effect is it having on you?
Don't you worry about it. You just rub that shit in your head and be happy.
I'm a fall in pools while I'm trying to clean them. High.
You know how to swim. You be all right.
No, I'll pass. I'm good. Spicy lotion. I'm good.
Well, at least use cocoa butter.
No, I don't like the smell of cocoa butter. I don't like it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. But why you say cocoa butter? That ain't right. You ain't right.
Why? Cocoa butter good, dude. I like that shit. Or what's the other one? If you're gonna use suntan lotion, you gotta use what is it? Tropical. What's that shit called?
Copper tone?
Oh, there's copper tone, but there's another one. Tropical something. That shit's the one that all the white girls just use when we was. Remember? You walk downtown during fucking spring break, bro, and that's all you smell.
Yeah. Suntan lotions.
Yup. The good old days. Could you imagine? I haven't been downtown in a long time.
I haven't either, but I just went on Friday.
Okay.
It's changed a lot. Especially that area where that new hotel is. Where that Marilyn Monroe is, but I'm right in front of Palm Canyon.
Okay.
It's really changed a lot.
I think the last time I was actually downtown, well, that I had driven downtown was almost, I want to say about a year ago, dude. Because I've gone where we went on, what was it, Alejo, or what street was that I showed you?
Oh, yeah, Alejo and, yeah.
Been on there. Yeah, because Alejo, that's where the, Las Casuelas is at, right? That's that block where Las Casuelas is on.
But we didn't go to Palm Canyon. Yeah, we didn't make it to Palm Canyon.
So I've gone there, but I haven't gone it started, and because even when we were looking for that, we didn't go to Palm Canyon. We came down off of Indian and looked for it, and then backing around. But yeah, I haven't been down. I don't think I've ever seen the mac and cheese place. I think the last new restaurant I saw was either Agave or, realistically, the last one that I went to was what was the restaurant that we went to for our reunion?
Oh, something 6'9", I think, 369 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. What year? So 89. What are we at? 35 years now?
I think that was our 35th. Yeah. Or was it?
No, this will be our 35th.
Okay. If they even have something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our 30 year?
Yeah, it must have been our 30 year. God damn.
Was that 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow. How long have we been doing this?
Because I don't think we were hanging out then. We still weren't hanging out yet.
Yeah, I don't think we were. Oh, the good old days.
Wow, this. That's probably what your wife says, let's be honest. That's fucked
How long
up.
have we been doing this now? When did I come on board?
2 years ago?
No.
Yeah, we've been doing it at least 2 years.
Well, at least 2 years, but I think we started before COVID. Because I remember my family caught it, and I had actually called in because I didn't want to...
Let me look, hold on. I got a couple of notes from back then.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of notes would you have for back then?
Number notes.
What?
Number notes. Like downloads and shit like that. Like where we were when you started.
Oh.
Where we're at now. There's 22, 21, 2020.
While you're looking at that on your iPhone,
Yes.
when you send text messages, Have you ever accidentally hit that little microphone button?
Yes.
Dog, what is up with that?
And then it just you send it. You sit there, and if you're talking, it's typing everything you saying.
Dude.
It's a pain in the
No,
ass.
mine doesn't do that. Mine just records. And it's like, dude, every time now I'm just having to get in the habit of going back to the home screen after sending a text because I accidentally hit that microphone button for some reason.
Oh, that sucks.
Dude, I hate it. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Definitely a pain in the ass, bro. All right, so.
You got an iWatch?
Yeah.
What series?
6, I believe. 'Cause we're on 7.5 right now, right?
I think we're on 9.
9? Maybe it's a 7.
Mine is a 3.
Okay.
And my buddy Andre, he just got an iWatch, and he's not used to it yet. Like he works at the pool warehouse, and somebody was calling him, and he actually lifted up his phone to see. And I said, "Don't you got an iWatch now?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm not used to it though." But we got to talking. He's like, "Yeah, man, do you fast forward your songs by doing this, like putting your two fingers together, your thumb and your middle finger, or your pointer finger maybe?" And I was like, "What is that?" He's like, "Dude, you do that and it'll fast forward to the next track."
Oh shit.
And I was like, "Really?" So I'm trying to do it like a jerk off, and I'm like, "It's not working." So we go to my settings, and it's not there, and his settings are different. And I guess it's because it's a newer phone. I was wondering if yours does that.
Oh, that's funny. I'll have to charge it and check. I don't even charge it. I don't even know. So this was. I have notes from 2021. So it would have been before that. Damn, dude, maybe we have been doing it for 4 years. Has it been that long, dude? I'm gonna have to go back and look at the recordings and see. 2019. Because I used to have a note in here that would told me how many downloads we had when you started. And because I wanted to see what the effect was, how much of a change it would be. Let me see. So there's a note from 21. And that was something that I had Ivan voice for us that I never used. I'll have to do that again. Get it right. Yeah, dude, I want to say like 2019, probably right, dude.
Wow.
Because I think 2019 I was still working with my with a friend of mine from radio, helping him do something, and we were working together at that point. So I think you're right. It's been a minute.
Wow.
Damn, dog. Next year in let's see, hold on. Next year in say May. So in May it'll be 4 years.
So I started in May?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. So we'll say May would be your first one, but I'll look at the recordings and figure it out for sure. And then we'll have to do something big for our 5-year, which will be next year.
Oh.
If we make it that long. Keep taking shots at me and we'll see what happens. Just kidding. I can take it. Bring it on, bitch. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I'm still dealing. I can't find a fucking guy to come out, and I've had so many different people. Oh yeah, try this person, or
what are you talking about?
Try this engineer for my pool, because I have to have that reverse engineered.
Oh,
I can't find. So what I've gone to doing is I'm researching those pools back east to see because they use them more back there. But I gotta find somebody that uses the same panels that I have, so that I could call them to see if I can get schematics from their engineering department to take it down to the building inspector and see if they'll pass it with that.
oh, okay. With that being said, now that the city or county knows that you have a pool that you did not get a permit for, are they telling you you need to do something else? We're going to come and make you bury it.
No.
Really?
Yeah, because I talked to the guy and I told him that I was trying to get it resolved because I was trying to put the solar on and blah, blah, blah. And the building official was fucking so cool, dude. And we sat down and we worked it all out, and he told me exactly what I need. And it's just a few things, but I'm having trouble with that. Everything else I can get, I could do. I don't have any problem with it. It's that just finding an engineer to do that. I've looked it up online. I can do the math myself. I can figure out how to do it, but I don't know if he'll take it that way. So I'm gonna have to call and find out.
No, you got to be certified in something to be able to write it off saying it's been built correctly and it will hold up, and I'm certifying that that's the case. That's the whole point of it.
Right.
Like, for example, I do a lot of vacation rentals,
Okay.
pool service. And every 5 years in Palm Springs, the city wants them to update, to get a new permit in order to do that. And they have to meet certain standards for the home because you're renting it to the public.
Okay.
I don't know exactly in regards to, let's say, the interior of the home or the exterior of the home itself. However, when it comes to the pool, they want certain things. They want breakers to be GFCI protected. They want any outlets near the pool attached to the house or not even attached to the house to be GFI protected. Everything's got to be bonded in regards to wiring and stuff.
Right.
Well, they want either a licensed electrician or a pool builder that holds a certain class license to go to the house and sign their permit that says, yes, I've checked it, and all these things are meeting your standards.
Got it.
They won't let. I'm licensed to do repairs. But my license is not good enough to sign off on this.
Okay.
So that's what I mean by they want certain licenses to say, because if something does happen, guess what? Why'd you sign this off if that was like that?
Right. Interesting. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought? Did you ever look back and think, man, if I would have done this or I would have gone? What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't doing pools? I mean, because you've carved a really good living out of doing pools, and you've made it a really successful business. Do you ever wish you would have done something else?
Oh yeah, of course.
What do you think you would have liked to have done?
Something with a corner office and air conditioning?
Yeah.
Of course.
Is it
It's
just
hot
the-
out there.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't lying. Is it just the AC you wish you would have had? Is there a particular business you would have liked to have been in?
Not that I know of. No, I've never really thought about that. However, being employed somewhere that gave me vacation time, sick days off,
Your
stuff
birthday
like that. Take a day off to be with the kids, as you say, would be nice. Not everything being dependent on me. But no, especially like weekends off. Or let me put it this way: at 5 o'clock, being able to clock out and say deuces, I'll see you tomorrow, and that's it.
Yeah.
Friday to be able to clock out and say see you guys Monday, and work is done. There's no nothing.
There's no Tony. Call Tony after 5.
I do. I just got a text 15 minutes ago. I don't want to open it yet because it's from my iPhone, and they'll see my little bubble reading it. And it's
Jeez.
what, 5:30 right now.
Yep.
So that's something like that is what I would have really liked, to be able to have set days off, to be able to clock out and not worry about anything.
And just disengage for 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go on a vacation. Like my old lady, she gets like 4 or 5 weeks vacation. It's crazy.
Wow.
And she could plan like every year. They get these little forms, I think. Plan your vacation now. She like, I want that week and that month. I want Christmas week off, and set in stone, so she knows when she has a vacation. Everything. And again, they don't call her. They don't do anything when she's gone.
Wow.
It's great. Didn't you have that at your job?
Yeah, yeah, it was kind of like that. I don't think I've ever had a job that didn't call me though while I was on vacation for one thing or another. Which was always kind of annoying. Although I got to the point where I wouldn't answer my phone anyways. Fuck it, you don't pay me to answer my phone while I'm on vacation. You gonna give me another day?
And that's another thing that like people don't quite understand is, yes, a Saturday. If somebody calls me and the phone call lasts 5 minutes, it's still, I went to work.
Right.
It still messed with me. I stopped what I was doing. I dealt with that, and to me, it's like, yeah, I worked today because I had to answer that phone, or I had to input payments, or I had to input what we're doing next week.
Right. Your mind was still on. It's still on work.
It's always on work.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a misconception, dude. Like, I want to own my own business. Yeah, that shit is not easy. You are the deciding factor. Either you make it or you don't. And you can either fail on your own, or you can try to bring people with you and all of you fail together, or you succeed together. But at the end of the day, it's all you. Has that ever pressure gotten to you?
It's the pressure is, I have to worry about at my height, 1, 2, 3, like 4 of the guys at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm feeding myself as and 4 other people at the same time.
Got it.
So at that point it was rough, because I had a lot going on at that time, because obviously we had a lot of work to be able to employ 4 guys.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't be everywhere all the time. It was a little hectic at that point. But I mean,
How long did you have that many people working for you?
a few years.
Yeah.
And you always wish you could go back to a solo op. Just me. My ideal is to go back to how it was when I first started.
Okay.
Meaning regular customers that own their own home, or if it was a long-term rental, like, somebody that just lives there.
Right.
They never heated the pool because it was too expensive. They didn't care if the pool light didn't work because it cost money to fix. So we'll worry about that another time. Heater don't work. Don't care. I don't use it. Because back then, dude, Thanksgiving week, I worked Monday and Tuesday. That was it.
Just Monday, Tuesday?
Yep. Because it was Thanksgiving. Nobody heated their pools. There's no wind. It's Thanksgiving. Everybody was cool. See you next week.
Wow. When you have like a regular pool like that, if a light goes out, do you have to drain the pool below the light so you could change it?
99% of the time, no. You could reach down into the water and be able to unscrew it and pull it onto the deck. It's got a long enough cord to be able to do the work.
Okay.
Sometimes when they build the pool, the light's a little too low and you can't reach it, or they'll put it under, how like a waterfall from the spa into the pool.
Right.
They'll put it on that wall.
Oh, so you got to contend with the.
Yeah, so you can't
waterfall.
lay down on the deck to get to it. Stuff like that. So 95% of the time you can reach it.
I think I've asked you this before. Did you, like, let's say, a light went out during peak of wintertime.
Okay?
Did you have a wetsuit?
I never did know.
No. Did you get in the pool and change it, or did you tell them we'll do it when summer rolls around? Put you a new light in spring.
No, there have been times, very few times, if I even remember right, that it wouldn't have been like a light. It would have been like a main drain that was broken.
Mm-hmm.
That type of deal that had to get fixed.
Right.
But generally on those pools where they have to get fixed, they're heating the pools anyways. That's why they got to get them fixed. Because they got people using them. Let's say it's a commercial, an apartment building. Stuff like that. Because if I got one right now, the main drain cover is broken. So it's just resting on top of the main drain.
Okay.
The place doesn't want to get it fixed right now. They can't afford it. Because for me to swim down there and fix it, it's going to be some money.
Right.
Because you have to swim down there with a screwdriver and remove. Well, like I said, it's broken, so it's just sitting there. But to bring the new one, put the new one in, I got to place it, and there's 2 screws on either side. So you do a couple revolutions with your screwdriver, and hopefully you'll catch it soon enough to be able to do a couple. Swim back up for some air,
And then
go back down. So that's, you're going to pay me some money to be able to do that. Or we could drain it, and I could, do it easily.
Wow.
But it's a commercial pool, so twice a year, 3 times a year, the health department comes down. They check stuff. They make sure the lights are working. They check the chemical balances because you're dealing with the public.
Right.
And they'll grab a pole and they'll tap the main drain cover, make sure it's attached.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So we'll get dinged on that as soon as they come by.
Crazy. So much fucking work. All right, brother. Would you have any shout outs or anything you got to get done this week?
We've got our homie Mojo turns 53 Saturday.
Man, we've hit that time of year, man.
Hopefully we'll be hooking up, the 4 of us, next month, is it?
I don't know anything about it.
Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Mojo Manuel in the group text talking about we couldn't get together this month.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Oh, did I just mess up your excuse not to join us?
No?
Yeah, here we go. Happy birthday, Mojo, either way.
Yeah, happy birthday, homie. Look forward to hooking up next month.
Because we couldn't. Oh, and one of the reasons why I couldn't be this month was because Manuel had the next. Mojo didn't want to hook up this weekend because it's his birthday.
Right.
Manny was busy the next 2 weekends. The 3rd weekend, I'm in Chicago. So that's why we had to push it to May.
To May, okay.
Anyways, Jesse, my niece's baby daddy, his birthday's Sunday. He'll be 39. This is the dude that we got that bet to see who's in regards to days off.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be adding 2 to mine.
You just pay him now, dude.
He takes a lot of time off, so no. It'll be all right.
Young buck, though, 39.
See what I'm saying? The funny thing is Rob just turned 49. So Jesse's turning 39. So Jesse's 10 years younger than Rob.
Oh, wow.
So could you imagine being 39 again?
Yeah.
The things you could do differently?
Yeah.
For the next 14 years? Imagine that if you got 14 years.
Yeah.
Rewind.
Man, that'd be nice.
39.
That'd be real nice.
Man. Yeah.
14 years, that'd take us back to 2010. Yeah, that'd be good, dude.
Because I remember I turned 40. My wife threw me a surprise party at a restaurant in Palm Springs. And that was 13 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways, good times. our cousin's cousin, Elsa. Her birthday is Monday. Happy birthday, Elsa.
We know you got it, girl.
Oh, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Well, hey, everybody, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate and love you guys. Thank you very much. See you soon.